G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. We've got a game tomorrow. We've got a game. Steelers versus Bills. I reckon, man, to be very honest, I reckon the Steelers are going to, they're going to be trouble for the Bills. I don't see the Bills running down and Josh Allen getting, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, or 75 yards, 50 yards, whatever it may be on a TD against our defense. I don't see that. I really don't see that. I was just talking to Shannon White from Steel Curtain Network. He's a great bloke too. I will try and link that podcast from Steelers Touch Down Under, the other channel I do with Maddie, because Maddie was away today, being a little bit sick. But yeah, tomorrow, the Bills game, I'm also going to be streaming it live. It's going to be awesome. But I don't see that. I see our defense coming out there and laying the havoc, the Holcomb guys, Herbig, I think he'll step up. I think you're going to see Peterson play, JPJ play as well. Defense, you're going to have Cam. I think he'll play some snaps. The starters, I think, will impose their will on the Bills defense. But today, guys, in today's episode, I want to catch up a little bit because I did see this. What the hell? Ravens are signing Jadeveon Clowney. Who cares? So I woke up today and I saw this. Well, this might have been yesterday. I can't remember. No, it was today. They're signing Brown's Clowney. Sorry, that's going to burn your eyes on your screen. That doesn't matter. It's not a big signing. 1-year deal. So he's a Raven. He's a Brown. Now he's a Raven. Who cares? Who cares? Do you know what I also don't care about? Another story I saw today. Got to catch up on a few stories. Alan Saunders from Steelers Now says former Jets and Ravens Bart Scott, can't wait, that guy, is a non-believer when it comes to Kenny Pickett and the Steelers' playoff chances. What do we think about this? Bart Scott, we all know the guy's the middle linebacker, physical guy, can hit, can't wait, that guy, right? Now, I don't really care because I keep hearing this narrative around Kenny Pickett that his ceilings here, he can't be elite, he can't do this, can't do that. But in reality, Kenny Pickett's a winner, man. He wants to win. He's training hard every single day. He's improving every day. He's having connection with Pickens. He's having connection with DJ Robinson. The whole team loves him. The veterans love him. Cameron Hayward sits next to him in the locker room. He's got his own office. He has a good connection or relationship with Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin. He won back-to-back home derby runs, right? And me and Shannon White talk about this too on SCN in the podcast that I'll link. I don't really care what Bart Scott says. Honestly, don't care. So people out there will say he's a non-believer, that Kenny Pickett can't do it, but he's still going into his second year. And I think also against the Bills, we're going to see another good drive going down the field, linking up with DJ, and they might run the football more with Najee and stuff like that. But I believe that Coach Tomlin said that Kenny Pickett and the starters will be out there for like maybe a quarter or so. We'll give them some playing time. So we're going to see that, and we're going to see our number one offense against the Bills' number one defense, and we should be a time to get hyped because the doubters are funny to me. Everyone talks about Justin Herbert, they talk about Josh Allen, they talk about Joe Burrow. In reality, they say that they're elite. I don't think they are. I think they're good. They're good quarterbacks. They can be great. But the only elite quarterback that I see right now in the NFL that is really hard to stop is Patrick Mahomes or Mahomes. He's one of the ones that you just can't stop him. He's too good. He's honestly really good. I think he's won now. Has he won 2 Super Bowls? I think he has 2, right? So he's done that, maybe been to 3. He's up there. He's a guy that you have on the if you got to go play the Chiefs in Arrowhead Stadium, he's one that's very hard to stop. Like the other guys, Josh Allen, Herbert, Joe Burrow, they don't scare me or they don't intimidate me as much as we're going to lose that game. Even Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, but he's in the NFC side. On the NFC side, these guys, old man Rodgers, I think he's overrated. I'm not a big fan of that. And the other guys like that. So it is what it is, guys, with this kind of stuff. They're going to consistently put down Kenny Pickett all the time. Now, one last story before I get into some other news or some other takes on the Bills game coming up. We had the Najee stuff. I saw this yesterday too. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. Jim Wexell says he absolutely tortures Steelers Najee Harris. I don't know if he tortures. Maybe it's a misleading headline, but Jim Wexell talked about Najee Harris being the number 2. Like, along as the season carries on, that Jalen Warren will be the number 1 running back. And I also kind of don't. I kind of disagree with that too. I think people are sleeping on Najee Harris. I think they are. Like, I actually have Warren going 1,000 yards. I have Najee doing the same thing. I think this reamped O-line, the way they're going to run the football with some of the jet sweeps that should work, and using Connor Haywood in the halfback position and getting Najee behind Washington, Muth, those big guys up front, the new big O-line. I reckon he's going to make moves, man. I think we're going to get him over 1,000 yards again. I think he'll be our lead back for the whole season. I think the 1-2 punch will be Najee Harris, and 1-2 punch will be Najee and Warren. So I think in this article, it goes on to say that, Najee Harris is the number 2 back later on this season. Anyways, we've got some Bills stuff to cover. With tomorrow, I'll be doing the game live from my 8:30. We'll see if I have beers or not. I might have some beers. I might have some coffee. I did do a poll the other day where I was like, you know what? I can have a few beers, but it's really early. And I need to drive that day too. So I might just be having coffee in the morning, waking up with you guys and watching the game. But it's exciting, man. Football's coming back. It is back. We get to see another stepping stone to the 49ers game. I think Kenny Pickett has a good drive. They have a good, good momentum going forward from last week, and they're going to link up with a TD. I think we'll see a rushing TD from Najee, or maybe Warren gets one. I think that happens. I think JPJ coming back or starting, and those players like Peterson wearing the uniform is going to hype up the Steelers too. I overall think too as well that it's a home game. It's like a home game, so we have a chance to win. I know the winning doesn't matter, but when you're making good plays consistently and some splash plays, you have a better chance to win. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. Steelers update, bit of news, bit of what's going on, which will, to summarize, no one cares that you went from the Ravens to the Browns. Don't care about you, or vice versa, Browns to the Ravens. But Scott, no one cares that you're a non-believer. I don't care. Kenny Pickett is the truth. KP8, mate, it's happening. And Jim Wexell says that Najee Harris will lead him to be a number 2 back. I think he's number 1 for the season. I think he's going to have a good season. I think Najee's good to go. I think he's physically ready to play. I know we got to wait and see with the Niners game, but I think he's good as gold. Najee will be 1, and Jalen Warren will be number 2. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. For me, being my 8:30 a.m., and I think it's like your 6 p.m. We've got Steelers versus Bills. I'm hoping to have one of the best live coverage I can. I can't show the game, but I will be getting fired up, and I'll be watching the game from start to finish. I'll see you later.